Hope you all doing well. Today we're going to go over some tobacco, good tobacco fall winter type fragrances. So let's get right to it. First one, we're just going to get this one out the way because it's just top of all time, right? This is Naxos. This is by Xerjoff Naxos. Beautiful, probably one of the most beautiful bottles that I have with the gold cap. You all know this. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I've gone over this so many times before. So we got the lavender, the bergamot, and then the tobacco is in here as well. But it's a lot more of that honey and that cinnamon will come out in this one right here. It has you'll get a little hint of lemon in there as well, but the main key players in this is the honey, the cinnamon, the tonka, and you'll definitely pick up the tobacco. Top 3 of all time in my collection, Xerjoff Naxos. It'll run you a couple $100, worth every penny. Next on the list here, let's talk about this one right here. Not talked about that much, but I really do enjoy this one here. Another beautiful bottle here by Amouage, and this is Journeyman. Journeyman, look at that gold and kind of a red maroon type color. This here is just definitely a little unique in there, and a unique tobacco to me. You'll get the cardamom, you'll get the bergamot. It has a nice neroli accord, which is kind of that honeyed orange type of vibe. And then that tobacco, a lot of incense in this one. So there's a lot of spices in here. There's some juniper berries in here, so you will get kind of a piney type of vibe here. And then as it dries down, you'll get some kind of a leathery musk, maybe a little tonka, but definitely the tobacco is definitely there. You will get that. This one right here, you can usually get this one, depending on the size of the bottle, you can get $115 on up to $175 depending on the size. Amouage Journeyman. Good quality fragrance. Next one on the list, we're going to go with this is Versace The Dreamer. It's not too often that you'll see a fall fragrance this clear. And this one right here, you can wear this fall, winter, into the spring. And this right here is a harsh tobacco. So the opening to me is very harsh. It's a strong, and it's this tobacco blossom accord in there, which is it's kind of a floral tobacco, but it's harsh to me. I didn't like it in the beginning. My wife actually really loves this fragrance. The dry down though, you have to let this thing, give it a few minutes to dry down, and you will really start to enjoy this fragrance here. It has, and I think what makes it harsh in the beginning also is it has the juniper, so that pine and gin vibe in there, and then it has this tarragon accord, which is kind of like a sweet herb. So this one, and maybe this one is really better suited for the spring and stuff, but definitely, I think it definitely works in the fall as well, just with just this that tobacco in there. It does have a little iris, and you will get kind of an earthy honey type of vibe, if that makes any sense. But the main thing about this is it's $20, right? 25 bucks. It's worth a shot. Give it a shot and see if you like it. If you like that strong tobacco, I think you will. Next on the list is another one I think is a unique tobacco fragrance is Serge Lutens Chergui. A very dark tobacco fragrance. It has this one, it just the tobacco hits you right when it opens up. So if you like a strong tobacco, this one is it. It has a honey and a lot of incense. It's very smoky, a very smoky fragrance. You'll get the kind of a hay. I think there's a hay accord, which gives it a nice kind of a sweet, earthy tone to it. And then as it dries down, there's a little bit of iris that gives a nice creaminess to it. And I think it even lists rose and iris. I don't pick up the iris and the rose much, but I think they're listed in there. So just maybe a hint of it. But man, the honey and the tobacco in this, and the smoky, it's like a smoky tobacco. So get your nose on this. It'll run you, last I checked, and I'll have to leave some more details in the description. You should be able to get this for 80, 90 bucks, under 100 bucks. So I think it's a really good price. Next on the list is definitely one of the best of all times. This is Parfum De Marley. This is Harrod. One of the best of all time. You all know about Harrod, you know, run you $150, $175. Just one of the most quality tobacco fragrances. This tobacco fragrances goes the route of tobacco with more of a vanilla and cinnamon. The other ones had a lot more honey in it. This one goes the route of the vanilla with the tobacco. Good fragrance. It is sweet, it's warm, it's creamy, it's just compliment getting. Can't go wrong with it. Get your nose on it. Next on the list, we're gonna go with this is a nice one. This is Fan Your Flames by Nishane. Fan Your Flame, pretty cool bottle there. Nice color juice. This here, it has kind of more of a sweet, not too sticky, but more of a sweet tobacco in it. It opens up with the coconut and the rum. So it's a little boozy with the coconut and the rum. You'll get the tonka bean in there as it dries down. It has, you know, a little smokiness. You'll get a smoky nuance, not as much as Serge Lutens Chergui, but this one is just a quality fragrance, man. Good for this time of year. Good transition fragrance for the month of November as you're going into the more sweeter, stronger fragrances as you get into the colder months. This one right here is a really solid one to transition you. You can get this for, a lot of times on Jomashop, you'll get it for $115, maybe 120, 130 bucks. So I think it's quite affordable for a niche type fragrance. Next on the list here, this one's a little harder to find. This is Tom Ford's Oud Tobacco, or Tobacco Oud, I should say. This one here, it pops up every so often, but it is it's a pretty strong oud tobacco type fragrance. Obviously in the name, it opens up with a whiskey accord. It has some spices in there. I think from the cinnamon, maybe some incense in there as well. Then dry down, you'll get a nice warm benzoin and some vanillas and some woods. Nice fragrance. It run you about a couple $100, but I think because it's hard to find, people jack up the prices, so you might end up having to pay good $200. I think I got this one for, I don't know, maybe 160 or 70 bucks. I think I caught a good deal. But get your nose on Tobacco Oud by Tom Ford if you can get your nose on it. Next one on the list is this is a strong fragrance. This is Red Tobacco. Yes, Red Tobacco. I haven't used this that much. I've been waiting for this time of year to come. Man, I like Red Tobacco. It is a cinnamon, incense, saffron type of opening. Has the spices from the nutmeg. I think you'll get even a hint of like maybe a red apple in there as well with some patchouli. But then as it develops, man, that tobacco is all through this fragrance. Look at that red bottle. Beautiful bottle. You know how Mancera fragrances are. So the tobacco, the vanilla, you'll get some oud in there as well. Good, strong. Do not overspray this. This is a beast mode fragrance. Get your nose on it. You can get this for under $100. Sometimes you can find it for 70 to 80 bucks. So very affordable tobacco fragrance. Next on the list here, just maybe a lighter tobacco fragrance. This is Bvlgari Man In Black. This is here if you don't want a strong tobacco. This one will be a good one for you. It has more of a sweeter type of a tobacco vibe. It has the opens up with some rum and some spices. It has You know, there's some leather accords in there, some tonka. Let me give it a spray. Yeah, it's a nice sweeter type of tobacco. It has some, you'll get the benzoin and some smooth tobacco. It's a smooth fragrance, man. It's a smooth fragrance. I don't know that you have to dress this one up necessarily, but it's very versatile, mass appealing type of fragrance. So not a strong tobacco, but definitely there. Get your nose on that. It will run you. I think you can get this one. Oh, this was under. You can get this under $100 as well, depending on the size. Maybe 70, 80, 90 bucks. So get your nose on it. Yeah, I wasn't gonna list this one, but Lamar Elixir. Any excuse I have to use this, list this, I will. It has tobacco in it. I don't think it's a strong tobacco at all. I think it's very faint, but it definitely is in there. It opens up. It's more of a fresh type of tobacco because it opens up mainly with that lavender and that mint for that freshness. It has the benzoin, which is that rich, sweet vibe, almost leaning a little gourmand. I wouldn't call it a gourmand fragrance. Then it has that honey and tonka and that tobacco kind of as it dries down. So very light tobacco. It's not a strong tobacco. That's why I wasn't going to list it. But hey, it's such a good fragrance. It's worth listing. So I think that was about 10 or so, maybe 11 with an honorable mention. Tobacco fragrances. Hope you all enjoyed this, and catch you all in the next video. This is Marvin with Preaching Sense. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos.